Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is Whoopi speaking, and for tonight I will try to make an approach of these things here. It is a generador de Clemente Figuera. The man is dead since a long time. It is a very old idea, and it was reminded to us by Wonju at energeticforum under the thread Reenventing the Wheel. Okay, and Wonju has found this patent from Figuera. It was a very damaged patent, but Wonju could remake all the connection here. Okay, what it is? It is almost solid state generator. So you have two rows of primary. It is the upper primary here and the down primary, and in sandwich in the middle the secondary to pick up the power. Okay, and the special things is that Figuera invented this kind of commutator. At this time it was no transistor or nothing, so we had to make it mechanically. It is not exactly a solid state because it is move, but there is no power on it. All the power is here. And what he did, he tried to make a change in the down and upper coils. All these coils are in series, and all these ones are also in series. How did he do it? He make a commutator with a lot of points all around, and a finger which touch all of these points all around here. From this finger in the middle here comes the positive, the plus of a battery. Okay, and then from the plus we go to the commutator. Okay, at the end here of all the plus at the end goes through a resistor, and from the outside of resistor one goes over here to the upper stage, and the other one here goes to the down stage. Okay, and the negative of the battery goes on the other side of the series here. You can also use only one here, all the rest to test. It is what I have done tonight. Okay, so how it works? When the finger is at the point 1 here, the plus of the battery goes here, goes through here, and goes to the down stage here with all the power. So the contact here directly to the negative. So it is much power in the south in the down row. Okay, and as the upper rows is connected at the end of all this resistor, there is almost nothing above here. So there is an increasing resistance current inside here. Then when we go on the point 2, there is a small resistor here, so less power here and something more upper. Then in the middle almost nothing above and under because it is the same resistor on the same above and under. And then the resistors are more on the downside and less on the upper side. And when we go at the 6 o'clock here, we have all the power on the upper and nothing on the down. Then we go further here, as there is straight connection here. You go back, so it inverts the same process. So the upper will be less and the down will be more. Hey, very clever. So there is never inversion of the current in both of the primaries. There is only positive, 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 and each time with a phase shift of 90 degrees. So it works like this. Okay, and the finger make around here. Okay, how I did it? I make the machine, and I use one of my UFO politics test machine here, but this time the rotor is fixed and with this commutator, and the housing is spinning with this small electric motor. Okay, so as you can see here, there is only one brush and no brush on the second brush holder here. Okay, and the brush holder spins around the collector. In the middle here you have the finger for the positive. The positive comes in the finger, goes through the brush and through the different commutator. All these connections here are representing all these connections there. Okay. Then this connection goes to the resistor. For this time I use here a standard resistor, and as it is a 12-pole motor, I have only 6 resistors, of course. 1, 2, 3.5, 6. The 4 here are not used because it was for the previous test. Okay? Then you see the 2 wiring here. This is the 2 wiring which are going to the both primary. Okay? And this is the first primary, the second primary, and in the middle here, this is the secondary. On the secondary, I have put here a LED. Okay? Now we'll see now something first. You see, this is the amp meter. So first, what I would do, I will put 24 volt, my 12 volts in series here, on the primary. Okay? And I don't move the collector. You see what happened? Okay, first, tack. A lot of power. I turn the collector down and it goes down. You see? From 60 to something more than 100. You see? Okay? And each time a small contact here on the LED. Alright? Okay, now I will put the power on this small motor. For tonight, you have to understand it is not to put in, power out or something. It is only a test to see if it works or not. Okay, so don't ask me how many power in and here. Alright, I put the power. So now the housing, the brush holder is spinning. You see the 2 LEDs here are lighting. And we have here about 70 milliamps. Okay? Now I will do something. I will disconnect the LED. Look at the amp meter. Nothing happened. Nothing at all. Put the LED, put the load, nothing. Nothing. Okay. Now I will short directly here. I short the secondary. Look. Nothing. You cannot see any difference on the primary power. Nothing at all. Now something, as it is not made together, I can separate it to see. So I will put away the secondary. You see, nothing at all here. I put the secondary in, close, 70, and the lamp are there. Now I will put away the secondary, completely away. I will approach both primary, puff, they are gluing together. Very strong magnetic. Okay? Now we will try to separate, very hard to separate. Okay, it's made. Put the primary in. Okay, and nothing here. Hey, it's very interesting. It seems that you have a kind of basic power given by the battery to power the primaries. You have to imagine a lot of primaries now, as it is here, as Figuera did, a lot of primaries and a lot of secondaries. So it seems the power would be almost the same for all these primary, but you can multiply the output with the same input. I think so. Perhaps I am making some error, but it is very logical. Okay, anyway, it seems to be very interesting, these things. Okay, we stop now the small motor, and for the last thing I will show to you, it is a trace on the scope. I have made before because I wanted to explain to you. Okay. Okay, here this is a trace of one of the primary. You see it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it fall down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fall down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost flat. It's zoop, 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 zoop. Okay? You have to imagine you have the secondary. It is 90 degrees. It is in the middle here, so the peak will be exactly in the middle here. It is exactly the same. Positive. Boom, boom. Okay? As I have only 2 channels, I wanted to show you the trace of the secondary. So the secondary is almost a square wave. Almost perfect. And what I can say is that my collector and the brushes are quite okay. And so you see there is no spikes, nothing. At the beginning I have not made enough pressure on the brush, and I have a lot of spikes everywhere. But now it is a correct pressure, and you see it is I think it is probably what Mr. Figuera had at this time, because they had no transistor and nothing to make a better trace. But it is whoop, 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 and it is almost square wave. It is not a sine wave. Okay, Wonju, perhaps you can make some help on this, and I think this video will be perhaps encouraging some to test and perhaps go further on this system. Anyway, thanks for watching and good night at all.